Welcome back to Way Downtown, the podcast that gets deep into the X's and O's, and today, the psychology of the game. I'm Quincy.
And I'm Quintin. Today we're tackling a topic every hooper, coach, and fan has obsessed over: shooting under pressure. That moment when the game is on the line and all eyes are on you.
Exactly. And we're not just going off gut feelings. We're diving into a great research article we found. Basketball Psychology Edition, Shooting Under Pressure. It breaks down the science of what it means to be clutch.
Let's start with the big picture from the executive summary. The core idea is that pressure makes us overthink. It disrupts our attention and causes us to focus inward on the mechanics of our shot, something that should be automatic.
Right, that paralysis by analysis. Instead of just shooting, you're thinking, is my elbow in? Is my follow-through right? And that hesitation is a killer.
And the research shows that top performers do the opposite. They stay locked on an external target, like the front of the rim. They don't have time to think about their body. They just execute.
And that's where routines come in. The best shooters have a consistent pre-shot routine that acts as an anchor. It quiets the noise and lets their muscle memory take over.
Let's connect this to some of the studies they summarized. The first two, by Gomez and DeCaro, were really interesting. They looked at free throws and found that for skilled players, consciously monitoring their own movements, that self-focus we just talked about, actually hurt their performance.
It's so counterintuitive. You'd think paying more attention would help, but for a skill that's been drilled thousands of times, it just gets in the way. Trust your training.
So, how do you train for it? That's where a couple of other studies come in. The Arvine and Barrel study found that using imagery, visualizing success, helped athletes feel more confident and in control. And the Costopoulos study showed that training under simulated pressure actually prepares the brain and body for the real thing.
Those are the practical solutions. It's not just about hoping you have the clutch gene. You can actively train your mind. Another study they mentioned, by Southard and Miracle, reinforces the power of routines to combat anxiety. And the Moore study pointed out that how you interpret that anxiety is key. Seeing it as excitement, not fear, can be a game changer.
That brings us to the notes from the field section by Dr. Matthew Lewis, which makes this all actionable. Quincy, you've seen this firsthand. What are the common mental hurdles for players in these moments?
It's usually a fear of the outcome. Fear of missing, fear of letting the team down. Their heart rate spikes, muscles tighten up, and their focus narrows in a negative way.
Right, and Dr. Lewis outlines clear interventions to counter that. Things like process-oriented goal setting, focusing on one small part of your routine, using positive self-talk to reframe the pressure, and even relaxation techniques like controlled breathing to manage the physical symptoms of anxiety.
So the big takeaway for me is that performing under pressure is a skill, not just a gift. It can be systematically developed through both physical and psychological training.
Couldn't have said it better myself. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for tuning in to Way Downtown.
We'll catch you next week when we break down the evolution of the pick and roll in the modern game.